Hi guys, it's Thomas here, and after the combo video and the deck list, today I'm going to show you how actually the decks play. In the first game, we're going to see 6 Samurai piloted by me against a Yubel deck. I won the die roll, so let's go with it. I'm going to activate Reinforcement of the Army, and I'm going to add a Kageki. Next, I'm going to normal summon Kageki effect to special summon from hand Anarchist, synchro summon into the new Klesha Synchro, 1 Anarchist 2, add Asceticism, and with Clash I'm going to add an Instructor, since I have still to special summon him. I'm doing that right now, and I'm targeting him with Asceticism to special summon Kageki. I'm going to send both to the graveyard to special summon the old Xian, activate Instructor to add the 6th strike spell, activate Prosperity to close the turn, banishing 3, revealing Ash, Ghost Ogre, and another Anarchist. I'm going to take the Ash. I'm going to set the 6th strike and go to the end phase. My opponent for turn draws an Infinite Impermanence, goes to main, and activate Infinite Impermanence. I negate it with Xian. Next, he activates Opening, and that's fine, add a Beckoning Beast. Here I understand I'm against some kind of Yubel deck. He activates Super Poly, and I can absolutely do nothing about that. And my 2 monster makes a beautiful Garura. He summons Beckoning Beast, but negating this doesn't really matter since he already has the spell. He's going to summon an Almirage here. I think that he's going to be able to summon a Little Knight, and if he targets Double Assault, is really bad. So I decide to activate it by targeting Garura to maybe dissuade him a little bit, but he's still going to activate Gate by discarding the other Gate and summon a Little Knight. But now, when he activates Little Knight, I can Veiler, and he can't chain since he's the only monster face up. He attacks for 16, sets skill drain, and ends the turn. For turn, I draw an Infinite Impermanence. I activate 6 strike in the graveyard by targeting Instructor to add it back. I'm going to normal summon Instructor, special summon Kizan. Thank God it doesn't trigger, so he can't SP. I go to battle, and Kizan attacks Little Knight. I send both to the graveyard to summon another Klesha. Klesha 1, Instructor 2. Here I see the skill drain, and I only had the quick play. I'm going to set both cards and pass the turn. My opponent draws another gate, quite unfortunate. And here I see the Pyrrha's map, and I think I could Ash this. My opponent knows I have this, since it was added by Prosperity. But since he has to pay half his life points, I decide against it, because with this skill drain I thought I needed to close the game quickly. So I let him add. He loses half life points, and when he summons Lotus after activating Opening, I'm going to Ash this Lotus. He's going to flip Garura and go to battle to crash to draw a card. He's going to draw a Ghost Ogre, and he concedes, since he's dead on board unless he wants to discard something to summon a Beckoning Beast. My opponent is going to go first, and he normal summon a Gravesquirmer. His hand is really bad, but there's a skill drain in it. He's going to link summon a Almirage, banishing Squirmer to special summon a Yubel, set skill drain and favorite. Go to end phase, activate Yubel, tribute Almirage. Here he has an internal favorite to discard talent and super poly with my board, and a skill drain. For turn, I draw another Veiler, all this hand trap that proved to be useless, since my opponent didn't roll that good. I'm going to activate the smoke signal to add an instructor. Since my opponent controls a monster and they don't, I can special summon Elder and then I special summon Instructor to go for an early Xian to hopefully make useless one of the back row. Instructor effect is going to add 6 strike. Next, I'm going to activate it, and with him, I'm going to special summon from graveyard Elder, special summon Anarchist, and synchro summon the other Klesha Enishi. I'm going to banish Elder to target Yubel and bounce it, and activate Anarchist as Chelly 2. My opponent is going to activate Skill Drain to try and negate it. I activate Xian. Skill Drain gets negated. I add a Cunning from deck to hand. And then I proceed to go to battle, attack with Enishi and with Xian, activate Cunning, tributing Enishi, targeting Enishi, and proceed to attack for game. Now, since the first video against Yubel was somewhat short, I'm going to show you another couple of games with the deck. This game is 6 Samurai against, would you tell, a Tenpai hand, a normal Tenpai hand when I play against them, a Ghost Ogre, a Moonlit, an Imperm, a Pydra, and a Blaster. I have a Ghost Ogre, a Ghost Bell, a Grandmaster, a Kageki, and an Instructor, and I'm going first. I'm going to normal summon Kageki, activate effect, special summon Instructor, synchro summon into the old Xian, activate Instructor to add the 6 strike spell, activate the 6 strike spell to special summon Instructor from the graveyard, special summon Grandmaster, and synchro summon into a Dragster. He draws a Terraforming. Like I said, strong player, good hand. He activates Infinite Impermanence, and here I decide to not negate it. And yes, I'm going to activate Terraforming, and here I discover it's a Tenpai. I mean, he won the die roll and make me go first. I already knew. But anyway, he's going to activate Sangen Summoning. That's fine. Summons a Pydra. Adds Kamen. Then he activates the field spell to add a Ghost Ogre here. I'm going to keep my Dragster for Kaiman. He activates it, and here I discover why Dragster is worse than a Xian. Dragster loses to Ghost Ogre, since it has to lose the level to negate. So Kaiman goes through, he adds a Chandra and special summon it. Attacks with Chandra, activates the effect to special summon a Fadra. Fadra, Chandra effect to synchro summon. He summons a Bident. Activate Bident. I can at least Ghost Bell here. He is next going to attack with Bident. Attack with Padra. Activate Padra to synchro summon the big one, the Transcendent Dragon, and attack for 3k. Bident in the graveyard to special summon. Attack with that, and I'm still alive at 600. I'm going to draw Prosperity, activate Prosperity for 6. I need 1 piece since I have the one in the graveyard, and I'm going to I'm finding everything I could ever want. I go for an Anarchist, activate 6 strike, add back Kageki, normal summon Kageki effect, special summon Anarchist, synchro summon into Klesha Xian, effect 1, Anarchist 2. In Moonlit, I activate Klesha to negate it. I'm going to add an Ascetism and an Instructor. Special summon Instructor and activate Ascetism targeting Instructor. Summon Kageki, summon the old Xian. Instructor effect, I'm going to add a 6 strike that while I can't use it this turn, it will prove useful next turn, and with the effect of Instructor, my opponent monster lose 500 each, and I can attack with Shien into Bident, and with the other Shien I can crush. And since only 2 attacks have been conducted, Transcendent can special summon himself this turn. I set the 6 strike and I pass the turn. My opponent draws a Pydra, is going to normal summon it, and I'm going to negate it with Shien. He activates Blaster in hand, banishing a Bident whose effect was already used and a Pydra. Goes to battle, attacks, I activate 6 strike to special summon a monster to protect my Shien. He attacks for 300, I use the substitute effect and activate Anarchist. Since this blaster is going to return back to his hand during my end phase, and then I will be able to negate it in hand with Klesha. I add a Cunning with Anarchist, and for turn I draw another Prosperity, pretty near to useless, but I can still activate it for 3. And I do just that. In the extra deck, I'm just left with Enishi and the third copy of Shien. I reveal a Ash, a Gate, and a Callby. Looking at this blaster, this Callby is pretty juicy. Definitely. I'm going to set 2 and go to end phase. Blaster mandatory effect to go to hand. I activate Klesha since it doesn't have anything else going for him. He's going to draw a Droplet. Set it. I'm going to draw a Veiler, not really useful. Go to battle. Attack with Klesha. And go to end phase. He draws a Lightning Storm. And here I don't really get why he activates Droplet by sending Lightning Storm instead of Lightning Storm for back row, and then Droplet, send it. But still, I would have chained Coldby to target Blaster. But for next turn, you're going to see, I'm going to draw the third Prosperity. This really is useless. I'm going to add Grandmaster, special summon it since I control a 6 Samurai, and this is the end of the game. Since I have the Cunning, I can attribute it to special summon the other Synchro and attack for game. He tried to activate Transcendent, but I still have the Klesha monster negate. Now for the last game of the video, I'm going to show 6 Sam against Labrynth. I lost the die roll and my opponent is going to go first. He's going to activate Chandelier, discarding itself an Arias to set a normal welcome on board, a Imperm, and a Prison. I'm going to draw an Instructor for turn. During main phase, I'm going to normal summon Instructor, special summon Kizan, and on summon is going to activate Welcome Labrynth to special summon a Lady of the Castle. I proceed to Synchro Summon into Klesha, activate Instructor 1, Klesha 2, he activates Impermanence 3, and try for the Lady 4. Since Klesha is still not negated, even if it won't destroy, I'm going to chain, and is going to special summon Butler from Graveyard. With Instructor, I'm going to add a 6 strike. Resolution, I'm going to activate Smoke Signal to add an Anarchist, and I'm going to special summon it. Now, since I have 2 6 Samurai monster on the field, I can activate 6 strike for both effects, and I try to, I book Arias to not have any surprise from the last card in hand, because you never know. Now I can see it's just a Chandelier. I'm going to link summon into a Great General, discarding a Imperm, trigger Anarchist to add Cunning, add Gate, activate Gate, activate Cunning, tributing the link to Special Summon Instructor, and Synchro Summon for 6 into another Klesha. Activate Gateway to add. I'm going to add the Old Man, a Grandmaster. Special Summon Grandmaster. Activate Gate. Activate the other effect of Gate to make my Klesha gain 500. The plan here is to crush Shien into Lady and pop Grandmaster instead, but my opponent reveals its last set, that's an Ice Dragon Prison, that is going to target the Klesha in the graveyard. I activate Cold by targeting Chandranier, forgetting that Lady already tried to use the effect this turn. Still, apparently I blinked a Chandranier in his hand for the next turn, so both my Klesha get destroyed, and I'm left with a Grandmaster and a set Infinite Impermanence. For turn, he draws Sharvara, he normal summon Chandralier, flip Arias, and link summon Yama. Since he doesn't use the effect, I assume the last card in his hand is Sharvara, and I'm proven right. He attacks Grandmaster and attacks directly with Yama, activates Sharvara, pop Yama, summon it, and link summon Rage, Sharvara effect to set I escape from deck, and here I think I have no way of winning, but I draw. I Infinite Impermanence, that doesn't really help, 6 strike at back Instructor, since I still have the last one in deck of 6 strike. I'm going to try to normal summon Instructor, he says that's fine. I activate Gateway, and that's also fine. I special summon Grandmaster, 2 on gate, link effect, I chain Imperm. It chains Escape, but Rage still won't be able to resolve since it won't be on field. And instead of targeting Gateway, it targets Grandmaster. Now guys, this is why you play instead of conceding. Make your opponent play correctly. Sure, now he's going to have a lot of chain link to add a lot of cards, but none of what he's going to have is going to be able to interact with me anymore this turn. He's going to special summon Lady, set Welcome, and add Chandralier. I add back Kizan with Grandmaster since it was destroyed by card effect. 2 on gate, Synchro Summon Klesha, activate effect, 1 and 2 for a 6 strike. I'm going to add from the deck another Instructor. I'm going to special summon it, other 2 on Gateway, activate Gateway, get rid of 4 counter, add a Kizan, special summon Kizan, Synchro Summon into Coral Dragon. I'm going to activate Coral Dragon, discarding Imperm to pop the Welcome, and then activate Gateway to add Special Summon, make Klesha eventually gain attack and crush for game.